You know what I hate about phone cameras? When you first put this on, it's on photo. And you get a much better picture on photo. But the minute you slide it over to video, everything blows up to like 5 times its size. I'm so disgusted with everything. Mainly because I've gained weight. So I weighed myself upstairs yesterday in the exercise room, and it was a lot better than what my favorite Publix weight scale said. And so now I'm pissed. And so on my phone, which is right there, I have a 1,500 calorie exchange sheet. And so I brought one up here on my laptop so we could talk about it, because I'm so tired of being fat. I see myself in the videos and I'm like, wow. And that's after 35 pounds. Now, I had originally lost 45 pounds, but I'm up at least 10. And depending on which scale you want to believe, ooh, I'm possibly even 12 pounds more than my lowest dieting weight. And you know, good food is outrageously expensive. I don't know how much I'm spending per day, but I can't even get the food I need to do this on $80 a week. Can't do it. I don't know how I'm going to work this out. It is not going to be easy, especially financially. And you know, you get hungry. Like, so on the exchange that's on my phone, wait, I loved this. So I popped this Changing Life with Diabetes on the Advanced Endocrinology and Diabetes Center.com, one word. So that's the first one that came up that wasn't like an ad trying to sell me something. And this is my favorite part. You get down to the second paragraph and it says, for every pound of weight, calculate. So if you want to know how many calories you need to maintain a particular weight, now I would love to get down to 150. To me, that would be a miracle. 150. I haven't seen those numbers since the early 80s. Yeah, that's the truth of the matter. Excuse me, I have to blow my nose. Okay, so let's say I want to weigh 150. It says here, for every pound of weight, calculate 10 calories for an adult who is obese, very inactive, or always dieting. What does that tell you? It tells you that diets don't work. If you're always dieting and you're obese and you're inactive, you're shit out of luck. Because your metabolism is shot to hell. Let's face it. There it is. Black and white. Now, if you happen to be a very active woman, you get 15 calories per pound. That adds up to quite a bit when you're doing 1,500 calories, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or you're trying to get to 150 pounds. I know, get more active. I can't walk, guys, okay? But I do some sitting exercise, but it's not the same. I need to walk. Dun, 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 and I can't. I wonder if I should get myself an exercise bike, so that at least, where the heck would I put it? Place is filled up. One of these days we're going to do a tour, but right now I can't. I'm sorry if I'm talking low. That's because there's people all over the place this morning, and I don't want them to hear every word I'm saying. It's awful. So then I'm looking at the exchange plan, the one that's on my phone. I don't know what this one has. Let me see what their exchange list shows. They're showing for breakfast. Here we go. You get one starch, which would be a slice of bread or a measured out cup of whole grain cereal. You also could have a quarter cup of low fat, a quarter cup like a condiment, a quarter cup of low fat cottage cheese, and it has to be low fat, and you still only get a quarter cup. That's an exchange. That's considered a lean meat, a quarter cup of low-fat cottage cheese. For fruit, you can have a small orange or whatever, and milk, you can have 8 ounces of skim. I might as well just drink some frickin' water. Have you ever had skim milk? It's like water painted white, or water with a little bit of white paint added. For a snack, you can have a banana. Well, I'm more fortunate on the one that's in my phone because they actually let you have a piece of fruit and 2 tablespoons of nuts or something like that, which seems like an awful lot. Isn't that hundreds of calories? Maybe it was 2 nuts. I'd have to go back and look. Okay, so yeah, your exchange is for 1,500 calorie meal plan for breakfast, a starch, a fat, and you might as well just kiss your you-know-what goodbye because the fat is a teaspoon of butter. Have you ever measured out a level teaspoon? So where do you put that teaspoon of butter? Should I use it to fry my egg? Or should I use it to lightly glaze the top of my toast? It wouldn't even get that far. You'd start in one corner and that would be the end of it. No wonder I'm fat. Then you get one lean meat, which is, in this case, cottage cheese. Eggs aren't really lean, they're half fat, but in my exchange on my phone, it would allow me 1 large egg. I am going to starve to death. Well, maybe not to death. I have a lot of fat to burn first. Okay, so you get a starch, a fat, a meat, a fruit, and a milk. That's way too much. They don't give you that on the one on my phone. They give you a starch, a fat, a meat, and a fruit. That's it. You don't get a milk. That must come later with something else. There was no dairy allowed. But I think somewhere down the line there was like a yogurt as a snack. And there was cheese as a snack. So your snacks was like a cheese stick, those cheese, string cheese, and 5 crackers, 5 whole grain crackers. That was a snack. So you get a little bit of dairy there. Dairy's not even good for you. They say almonds give you more calcium anyway. Dairy can be very, yeah, I know what the pyramid says, okay? But dairy can be very congesting, especially if you have a lot of allergy issues, If I have dairy when I'm having sinus issues, it gets really bad. So I do like milk, but I like whole milk, okay? So what do I do? So if I have the whole milk, I probably would have to eliminate the fat and possibly the meat. This is why I can't keep my weight off, because they want to starve me to death. They want to take all the freaking joy out of eating. Where's the donut? Okay, just have a donut for breakfast and screw the rest of it. You can take my snack too, my morning snack. So then your snack is a fruit, small banana. What the hell is a small banana? Can anybody tell me? They come in a particular size, about that long, okay? What is a small banana? Do you cut it in half? How do you tell what the calories are in a banana? You can't weigh it. That's not how they measure it. It's a small banana. Sometimes you'll see a 5-inch banana. Have you ever seen a 5-inch banana other than a plantain? Why can't they just grow them 5 inches, every single one of them? So you get a fruit, whatever the hell that means. And then lunch is you get 2 starches suddenly, so you can have a frickin' sandwich. So you get 2 slices of bread, 2 ounces of chicken, a half a cup of chopped celery, gee thanks, a teaspoon of mayo, and a tomato slice plus some lettuce for your sandwich. Thank you for the celery. I'm going to starve to death. Then you get a snack in the afternoon. Milk. Watery, diluted paint-like milk. 6 ounces. They won't even give you a cup. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a milk exchange. You get 6 ounces of light yogurt. Have you ever had a light yogurt? They suck. Okay? Light yogurt sucks. But of course, Cabot's whole milk Greek yogurt is like 230 calories in 2/3 cup or a third of a cup or something like that. And so, yeah, I can understand why they want you to do the light yogurt. Can I just do less of the better yogurt? So dinner is you get 3 meat exchanges, which is 3 ounces of something. This one says roast beef. Then you get a medium baked potato, a cup of broccoli, some strawberries, tossed salad with a teaspoon of butter. What's the butter for? I mean, where are you going to put it? On the potato? On the broccoli? What did you cook the roast beef in? So then you get a cup of raw salad, which ain't diddly crap, and 2 tablespoons of reduced fat salad dressing. Gee, they've went all out on dinner. So that's 3 meat, 2 starch, 2 veg, 1 fruit, another veg, a fat and a fat. And then at night you can have 3 ginger snaps and 8 ounces of skim milk. Skim milk. Actually, it would be less calories but more fat if I just did almond milk. I would not want to dip my ginger snap in almond milk. I'd rather use the skim. And that's the diet, guys. At least you get a ginger snap. Maybe even one day a vanilla wafer. Yeah. So, I assume a starch is about 70 to 80 calories per, so maybe you could get like one of those sugar-free cookies. Voortman's makes a very nice double chocolate cookie. That's sugar-free, not fat-free. Well, I guess that's what I have to do. I'm still waiting for my U card. When I get my U card, I'll only have about 1 week to spend that $270 on groceries. So I'm going to immediately take my carcass over to Publix because Walmart just doesn't have the selection in frozen fish. And I want to buy a bunch of frozen fish and shove it in the freezer. I'd like some salmon, and I know that Publix has the sockeye, and that's the salmon you're supposed to eat. It's bright pink, dark. It's good. It's just like a good egg yolk. It's going to be orange, not pale yellow, lighter even than the color of butter. No, there's no vitamin D and A in that, guys. Those are abused chickens that give you washed out yolk. Bless their hearts. Poor chickens. But, yeah. And this is all my humble opinion. If you don't agree with me, please don't report me to YouTube. So, yeah, I have to go on a diet. Again. It really has to be something I can live with, though. I can't live with any of this. How can I incorporate all this and allow myself like a treat once a week, once a month, once a year? I mean, how often could I do that? Maybe if I cut down to 1,450 calories a day, then in 10 days, I'd have a 500 calorie allowance. Maybe every 10 days, eat a piece of cake, have a donut. If I reduce the calories and eliminate what? The butter? Reduced fat salad dressing. Doesn't that sound appetizing? Well, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. It's no longer a video blitz because we made it. Looks like we made it. Yes, $102. It'll probably be a little bit more by the time the 12th comes around. We're getting very close to that now. So I just had probably way more watermelon than I'm allowed to have. I filled this bowl with watermelon chunks. I didn't want to have to haul a whole watermelon into the house, so I bought it in the big round, which was outrageously expensive, but easier for me when I'm not feeling well, and lifting that watermelon in and out of the fridge gets to be too much, and I don't have a container for that. I should get one, shouldn't I? So I could just cut it up in chunks just like they do at the store. But then once it's all cut up like that, you only have about 3 days to eat it before it starts to turn vinegary. And I can't taste, so I won't know when that is. Yeah, so, yeah, I had my fruit. I guess now I'm going to have 1 egg, a slice of toast, and barely any butter. Why was I even born? That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. My diet, no guarantee that I can stick to that, but I sure as heck can try. And Walmart Plus, I'm very angry at you. 3 hours I waited for a delivery, and then they said they tried to deliver it. I watched on tracking that little SOB driving around with other people's groceries, and he turned around 2 miles from me and went the other way. He never even tried to deliver. I'm angry. I'm going to make a phone call. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it.